Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got a slightly different video for you guys today. We will actually be leaving this kitchen and going and seeing the outside world, which has actually been really fun. I do like the kind of vlogging aspect, but also when I'm out and about, I do like to be in the moment, so I tend to always forget about the camera. But in today's video, we are going to be heading to the Leeds vintage flea market, the Great Vintage Flea. I have no idea what this event is actually called, but I will put it on a screen here somewhere so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. It is a traveling flea market. They cover the whole of the, I want to say UK or just England. I'm really not sure. I think it's becoming clear I know very little about this event, but I'm not going to spoil anything. Let's get straight into this little vlog extravaganza. So in true vlog fashion, we are going to be starting off by taking the train. Ooh, look at me, public transport, how sustainable. The reality is I'm terrified to drive inside the city centre. I get so overwhelmed and there's anxiety over the speed limit and which way I can go and which roads are blocked and can my car go there. I just decided to take the train to have peace of mind and relaxation. The journey took about 20 minutes. I did, of course, drag my boyfriend along and I did use him as a cameraman because today is more about me. I am the vintage shopper. He's just there to smile and nod and tell me that everything I pick up looks amazing. We arrived at the Leeds city centre and it was a 15-minute walk from the station. And my walk in Google Maps was directing us very nicely until I distracted him just here.
The home where it's established, it's not the main one.
Oh.
It's at the top.
So I can't grab a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Some more historical buildings, nice brickwork. There he is again, my little navigator. And now we stumble upon the actual flea market. Look at that queue. I knew I was being so dramatic when I saw it. I thought that would be queuing for hours, but it took us probably 1 minute of queuing time to be able to get in. They had a very quick scanning system and straight into the shopping spree. You will notice some dodgy camera work at the beginning. That was when I tried to do the filming and I had my phone here and I was trying to shop and I was overwhelmed and there was people everywhere and all these stalls. I didn't know where to look, but then my boyfriend gives it some professional filming sprinkle and everything becomes a lot more enjoyable to watch. So bear with me, the good footage is coming. And of course, I dived into my first rack of stuff. I didn't realize, but I think this was the men's section. So I was sifting through and I didn't find anything that caught my eye, apart from this pair of trousers.
What these? I can see old Josh wearing.
No, I would never wear those. The fact that you even say that I would wear those upsets me deeply.
As with any vintage market, you do get lots of random bits and pieces like these fake Louis Vuitton rings and a pair of white Levi's dungarees, which really caught my eye, but unfortunately after a closer inspection, they were way too small for me. I then found a dress rack, so I dived straight on in.
Scared me if it was someone else.
I'm just this random bloke come to things I do for the shop.
Every time I do that, I watch it back and it's like so not straight.
That needs to look good. Just keep doing that.
I did as my director instructed, and this piece of footage came out pretty cool.
Whoa, look at that. It's proper 80s.
This whole vintage experience was very much like when you go to a car boot sale, just it's slightly more bougier in a sense that it's laid out nicely. They've really thought about the placement of stuff. Like look at these cute little bows and chains and ribbons. I mean, I don't want any of that stuff, but it's cute to look at. There was also this random handmade candle stand, and the people behind the till worked overtime to try and sell these candles to me. They did smell very good and they had little wax melts and cute little tea-light candles with flowers on, but I am not really a candle person. I have like the standard candles around my house, which I will light maybe 3 times a year.
Like this one.
Ooh, that's nice. Let's smell that. That's really lovely. What is the scent?
This is the lemongrass and lime. With the different color, with the different scent. For the purple one would be the lavender.
Okay.
So I tried to be nice and I nodded and then I very swiftly scooted out of there because I did not want to waste any more of their time because I wasn't going to be buying anything. Me and the cameraman did not discuss the orientation of filming. So this abstract piece of artistic footage is me shopping sideways. So if you want to twist your head, now is the time.
These are very cute.
So one thing I don't love about these vintage flea markets is that there doesn't tend to be any fitting rooms. So if you want to try something on, you have to put it on over your clothes. Yes, I should have worn a pair of leggings, but I didn't. I wore a pair of jeans, but a small top, so I could get things over the top if I wanted to. But this shop had some absolute gems. I loved everything. I had this whole big pile of stuff to try on, and a woman was like eagle-eyed. She was like, this girl is buying something from my store. She latched on and she commented on every single item I tried on. But here is the try-on experience. My boyfriend was kind of hyping me up. The woman was hyping me up. I was feeling myself. I was having the best time.
That's cute. You still don't like it, do you?
Not really, but it's your clothes. It's...
Obviously, maybe not the jeans. No.
So this is the blue dress that I tried on, which my boyfriend very clearly hated. Just listen to this.
Yeah, it fits well.
The jeans are gone. What do you think?
Yeah, it fits alright. Fits well.
It's such a cool jacket, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one you can take.
But before going home, we got some lunch and then we went to the MIFFY exhibition in the Leeds Museum. I'll be honest with you guys, I was expecting this to be a lot bigger than it was. It was just a dingy room on a 3rd floor. Don't get me wrong, it was cute and I love MIFFY. Never read the books, but I love the character. You know, 2 dots for eyes and a little mouth. I'm sold. Anything that has those features is a big win for me.
I love how you just drew this with a piece of paper. I mean, pen and paper. Pencil and paper, Jesus. What's she doing? How do I clean them up? Oh, these look much better already because they're outlined in black.
So we stopped by the exhibition just to have a little peep and enjoy some of the cuteness. They had these beautiful cardboard cutouts, which were really cool. They had giant versions of books, the history of the books, the writer, some of his early work, some of his line drawings and the more defined drawings. It was pretty interesting. I'm glad it was free entry though, because if I had paid, I would have been very disappointed. So if you are wanting to visit the MIFFY exhibit, just watch this video, you'll get the gist. So my social battery was starting to run very, very low. So we had a very peaceful, relaxing train home, and now it's time for me to show you guys some of the pieces that I bought. I call myself a content creator. I didn't even check if you guys could see me in the way that I laid out the camera. So I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm trying to show you guys these clothes, but you can't actually see them. So I'm going to film some separate footage to put on the side of that so you guys can get a gist of what it is that I was trying to show. This is a learning experience. I'll be better next time. Just enjoy it. And I wanted to show you guys all the bits that I picked up because I think I found some very cute pieces, some of which need a little bit of work, but you guys know I'm very much into that at the moment. So the first thing is this green leather blazer, which I thought the color was stunning. The only thing with this is it does have foundation marks on the collar, so I did manage to get a bit of money knocked off. Look at me and my negotiating skills. It's the first time I ever negotiated, so I was very nervous, but actually, what was it, like an £8 saving? Not bad at all. But it is just beautiful and it fits so well as well. Let me just put it on real quick. So this is what it looks like. It is such a lovely fit. It's a size 12, I think, which is my exact size, and it fits perfect. Even in the sleeves, actually, which I thought was bizarre because usually I find the arms and stuff are way too long for me. But this is really cute. It's very different to anything I have in my wardrobe. The next piece was this brown midi skirt, midaxi. I don't really know what we're calling these days. And I fell in love with this. It's like a beautiful brown cotton skirt with a few tiers. Such a great find. The only thing is the elastic's gone on this, so it's very, very loose. Like, this is the amount of stretch it's got left. It doesn't really pull back into its shape. So I think I'm gonna have to change the elastic of that just to make sure that this fits a little bit better. When I tried it on over my jeans, it fitted quite loose, and I can see now the elastic's even worse now that I've got it home. It is literally so much room. It is just the most gorgeous brown skirt. I love it. It was probably a bit pricier than I would normally pay for a skirt like this. It's a cotton polyester mix, and I paid £26. I do think the prices are quite inflated in places like this, but you go for the vibes, for the experience, for the unique unique piece that you won't find anywhere else. I could have probably found this cheaper on Vinted, but I was in the moment, so I ended up buying it. And then the last piece of clothing was this beautiful blue dress. It is a nice cord dress. The brand is Wool Rich, which from what the woman said to me, it is something to do with industrial uniform back in the day. This is what the woman would have worn. And I don't know, there's something about the print and the way that it fitted that just really had me. Let me pop this one on really quick and see if you guys like it as much as I do, because my boyfriend absolutely hated this one, but I'm sure he'll come around. So here we have the final dress. I'm hoping you guys can see the full length of this. It does have pockets as well, which is nice and handy. Buttons all the way down, and it is just like a nice corduroy material. I really like this in the store. When I tried it on over the top of my jeans and everything, it did fit a little bit more snug than it does. So I'm noticing now there is a little bit of room on the hips there, and the sides do hang quite low, so I even need to wear a t-shirt underneath or just some sort of like bralette that I don't mind showing. I feel like in the summer you can wear it just like this, or with a like nice short sleeve t-shirt, and then in the winter you'll be able to put it on like a roll neck, and it'll be very versatile. In case you are skeptical, I've gone ahead and styled the dress. So as I said, I got the camera angle so wrong, so I hope that you guys are hungry. I'm gonna stand back here because I feel like this is probably far enough for you guys to be able to see me from head to toe. For nothing. This is the outfit that I was actually trying to show you guys, from the top to the bottom, with the cute little Doc Martens, the dress, the bag. It was such a vibe. But the good news is the camera was set up perfectly for the earring portion of this video, because it was a nice close-up of my head. So I can't do one thing right. And the other pieces I picked up were just jewelry, but when I say just jewelry, I am massively underselling it, because there were so many cute pieces there today. Lots of like vintagey, handmadey bits and pieces. I'm gonna have to go through this bag actually. There's so much stuff in here. So I've got 2 umbrellas. The weather today was just so weird. Okay, so this is the first pair of earrings that I picked out. Oh, okay, well the flower's fallen off already. Hello. Okay, well this is supposed to be the pair of earrings, but the flower's completely fallen off. Let me see if I can just like hook that back on. One thing that has been an absolute godsend to me, because I have very sensitive ears, and even though I've had my ears pierced for like years, they still get infected when I put new earrings in. So I got one of these like antibacterial sprays, and honestly they're so good when you're popping any earrings in. So let me take, ooh, this is not going well so far. Oh, these are so cute. So let me just pop the other one in. Where did I put it? Hello? Where did I fit the other earring? Oh, it fell, didn't it? Okay, so this is what the earrings look like. I thought that they were really cute. They're very different. You've obviously got little flowers and the pearls, and they have a hook, which is honestly, I much prefer in earrings. But that was the first pair that caught my eye. Oh, okay, so this is the place that we spotted on the way out. They were right at the front, but when I first walk into these places, I'm like so overwhelmed, and there's so many people and there's so much going on, there's so many stalls, that I didn't digest anything that they had for sale. But we circled back on the way out, and oh God, there were the loveliest like earthy hippie vibe ladies that were selling a bunch of handmade jewelry, and I got 2 sets of earrings from them. And the worst part is, every time I picked up this blue pair of earrings, which I'll show you guys in a minute, I kept dropping it. It was honestly comical. So these are the 2 sets of earrings. Let me not drop any. So we've got the blue ones, and then these cute ones with the mushroom on the side there. All right, and these are the cute mushroom ones, which honestly are so adorable. I saw another woman pick these out, and I got a quick glance and I felt like they were super cute, and I asked the woman if she had any more, and she'd only made 2 pairs. So one sold and this was the second, and I'm so glad I managed to get my hands on these because they are so freaking cute. Okay, and these are the blue heart. So they've got a heart, a couple of charms, and another little blue circular ball thing further up. So pretty. I really, really love these earrings. And then a final pair of earrings, if I can find them, which really blew me out the water, were my favorite pair of earrings that I found today. Let me just pop them out. Are these beautiful like heart earrings. They caught my eye as soon as I saw them, and I asked the woman how much she wants for these. £20. So I negotiated again. I managed to get these down for to 15. Oh my god, these are stunning. Look at these little hearts. They do have like some sort of embroidered, no, that's not the right word. Oh my god, I can't think of the word. Engraving. They have some engraving on the front and the back. From what I can see, it's like swirls and roses, that kind of thing. But I love these. I think they're so different. They are just everything that my heart could desire. I'm really into silver earrings at the moment, so I'd be wearing these like, what are they called? seahorses a lot, and these I think are going to be replacing those guys. That's my most worn pair of earrings. I feel like these are just going to go with absolutely everything, but this was my favorite find of today. All right, so that's all of the pieces that I tried on. There wasn't actually too much choice. I felt like their York flea market was much better than the Leeds one, but either or, some really good pieces. I think what I will do for the rest of today is just tailor and clean the foundation. Let me organize my thoughts. I will clean the foundation off of that blazer, do the elastic on the skirt, and I think that's probably all the energy that I have to give to these items today. Yeah, then we will call it a day. I'll probably end up wearing these cutie patootie earrings for the rest of today because I absolutely adore these. So it is now time to upcycle, DIY, adjust the pieces that I bought, and we are starting with the foundation stains on the green blazer. I felt like this was probably the easiest task in a sense that not much could go wrong. I just wasn't sure if I'll be able to get these stains out. After a Google search, it does say that you can scrub it off with a suede brush. It did nothing. It was a waste of 5 minutes of my life. The next Google suggestion was to use the foam, dish soap foam. Yeah, I'm saying that right. To use dish soap foam to just scrub that in circles and it should come off. And it actually worked really, really well. A lot of the foundation stains came off and I could already see that the jacket was becoming a little bit fresher, a little bit more wearable, but I did have to give it a nice spray down with some mink oil. So enjoy the spray ASMR. Anyway, so the next adjustment is the brown skirt. So as I said, the waist is way too loose, so the elastic waistband needed to be changed. I thought this was going to be an easy task, but I was picking and picking and picking all of those individual little seams for over an hour. They had sewn the elastic to the skirt, so you had to undo the whole thing to be able to get the elastic out. And my God, it just kept going and going and going. So enjoy some footage of me just picking and picking and picking and picking and picking and picking that seam. I did get there eventually, and here you can see me joyfully pulling out the elastic. I then got rid of some of the excess thread, and now it's time to actually install the new elastic. I have never done this before. I was terrified. I watched a video of a woman called Angela Wolf. I remember her name because I cursed it many times when she was like, you just attach the elastic and it's so nice and easy. No, it wasn't easy for somebody that is a newbie. But after watching her video a few times and giving it a good go, it worked. It came out so good. But amongst all of the excitement, I forgot to film me doing the main part. So you guys are gonna have to just use your imagination. I stitched it, I stretched it, it went well. The bit that I did get is when I secured the casing over the elastic, and it's finished and it looks so good, and I can now flounce around without it slipping down to my ankles. So that was our little adventure and some little adjustments at the end there. I hope you guys enjoyed having a little trip out with me. We are coming out of this kitchen, seeing the outside world, enjoying the fresh air. Well, I imagine you guys are just sat on a sofa watching this, so we can just imagine we enjoyed some fresh air. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to see you all again, so please subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.